please join me in meditation. Today I'm going to read something from Ernest Holmes. So I'd like you to just settle in, close the eyes, take a breath in and let it out. Allow your body to sink in, feeling the seat beneath you completely supported. As you breathe in, watching that breath like a wave of relaxation flow into the body. And anything that doesn't serve you, that you'd like to release, imagine exhaling it out. Letting go. Letting go. Relax and release. So the title of this meditation by Ernest Holmes is, I allow myself to dip deeply into the divine nature. So we let go of everything and turn to that divine depth within our own nature, wherein the Spirit of God, the Spirit of love, and the Spirit of peace dwells with calm serenity. We withdraw into that place within us which has never been hurt, nor has ever been sick, has always and forever lived in divine, eternal peace, the kingdom of God, which is good. And this inner kingdom within is all peace, all power, and all perfection. We drop all hate, all fear, all animosity, all resentment. We cast out of our consciousness every doubt and every sense of uncertainty. We know that we are entering into the atmosphere of wholeness, of happiness, and completion, where there is no fear, no doubt, no uncertainty, no lack, and no want. Here is wholeness, perfection, peace, power, beauty, love, supply, and life. We know that the abundance of this life is showered upon us, that we are guided and guided into right action, into right decision, daily, hourly, minutely. The principle of intelligence directs us. The presence of love warms us. The peace of God covers us. And we are led into the pathway of this peace, into the knowledge of this perfection. We are conscious of this indwelling God, and we are conscious that the indwelling God is filling, instantly renewing our bodies, absolutely eliminating from us whatever there is that does not belong, co-coordinating every function, every organ, every action and reaction, the circulation, the assimilation, the elimination, making it perfect. The life principle of every part of our being is perfect and harmonious, and now functions perfectly within us. The whole order of discord is changed into the natural order of harmony and wholeness, and we let that divine power be exactly what it is in us. We are no longer afraid, for love casts out fear. Our faith destroys all fear. We awake from the dream of fear to the vision of reality, where there is no shadow of which to be afraid. We awake from the dream of lack and want and unhappiness to the knowledge of harmony, abundance, and peace. We dip deeply into our divine nature. And now, feeling the residual of those words, breathing in, feeling your body once more sitting on your seat completely supported, knowing that you are loved and that you have everything you need, that you can dip into that divine nature whenever you need to. It is always there for you. So as you take a few moments to watch the breath as you breathe in and out, and slowly maybe wiggling your fingers and toes and just becoming more aware of your place in this sanctuary, your place in this universe. And when you are ready, slowly opening your eyes.
Surely the presence of God is in this place. I can feel the mighty power and the grace. I can hear the brush of angels' wings, and I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of God is in this place. Surely the presence of God is in this place. I can feel the mighty power and the grace. I can hear the brush of angels' wings, and I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of God is in this place.
Good morning. And welcome to Concordia Live. And to our friends online, we are coming to you from this most beautiful New England state of Rhode Island. Oh, all right, notice I didn't say Rhode Island. Rhode Island. The island of which we are most proud, yes. So we are Concordia. We are a center for spiritual living, where many hearts come together as one, in peace and love and harmony, in joy and the celebration of life. Today I'd like to share one of our shared values with you. And in my opinion, it's very appropriate for this day. It's called growth. And so the shared value goes as this. We value and cultivate deepening and expansion on the part of individuals, spiritual communities, churches, centers, and ministries. We envision ourselves as a learning organization continually cultivating a flow of realization that inspire continual enhancement and evolution. So that's where the ship Concordia is headed. Continual enhancement, continual evolution, continual expansion, continual growth, continual everything that's good. You agree with me? All right, good. And so, a most hearty welcome to all of you, dear ones. After our service, our celebration service, please come downstairs quickly. We have a full day today. Full day today. We'll be having some fun. And we'll be making choices. So we have a full day of delightful spiritual activities. And if there's anyone visiting with us for the very first time, of course there is time in all of it to share a cup of coffee with me and a few kind words. So I'd love to meet you. I am Ian Taylor, blessed and privileged to be in sacred service to you today. And these are my affirmations for you. May you feel divinely loved and spiritually nurtured moment by moment. May you feel nourished and nurtured by the joys of being in this spiritual community. And may your realization that there is only one presence, one loving presence, allow you and support you to feel safe in today's world. Feel safe. But above all, may you feel your oneness with Source, your intimacy with Spirit. May you feel one with your God within. And may you feel it intimately, realistically, tangibly. May it be real, something real and felt in each moment. So, dear ones, welcome. Welcome. Welcome each. Welcome all. Welcome home. And now, dear ones, it's a new day. Can you feel it? New day. New day. New day. It's good to be alive. It's a new day. So let us open our hearts and let us open our eyes into this glorious new day. A new day of growth, of expansion. Let us rise up into the newness that this day brings. New choices, new opportunities, everything that is new. Join me in celebrating the newness of this new day in song.
My heart is opening, opening, opening. My heart is opening, opening wide into a new day, into a new way, into a love of what's divine. I'm rising up, I'm rising up, I'm rising up, rising up. My eyes are opening, opening, opening. My eyes are opening, opening wide into a new day, into a new way, into a love of what's divine. I'm rising up, I'm rising up, I'm rising up, I'm rising up. My heart is opening, opening, opening. My heart is opening, opening wide into a new day, into a new way, into a love of what's divine. I'm rising up, I'm rising up, I'm rising up, I'm rising up. My eyes are opening, opening, opening. My eyes are opening, opening wide into a new day, into a new way, into a love of what's divine. I'm rising up, 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 rising up, rising up, rising up, rising up.
Please continue to stand as we go through our new minister covenant. Let all you do be done in love. Breathe deep the fragrance of that love, a love that heals the broken heart and will renew the flesh of one who is awakened to the presence. Love is Spirit's alchemy. God has promised my new minister is the love that I am. I see my new minister revealed before me as embodying truth, inspiring expansion, radiating joy. My intentions for our new minister are to inspire an ever-increasing awareness of oneness with God, which is the expression and experience of love, to apply the healing power of truth through encouragement, support, and compassion, to awaken self-realization through embodiment of mystical teachings, diversity consciousness, and sacred service, to a dynamic creative arts program which includes music, dance, and visual expression, to enhance family-oriented ministries through activities for all generations with thriving community participation, to manifest greater expression of divine abundance consciousness. And so it is. I just want to remind everybody that we will be having our special meeting today after fellowship to vote on our new minister. So I invite everybody to join us downstairs, and let's move into the new. And so it is.
Good morning. I have today's reading. It's entitled, Write Your Own Life. Suppose someone gave you a pen, a sealed, solid, colored pen. You couldn't see how much ink it had. It might run dry after the first few tentative words or last long enough to create a masterpiece or several masterpieces that would last and make a difference in the scheme of things. You don't know before you begin. Under the rules of the game, you never really know. You just have to take a chance. Actually, no rule of the game states you must do anything. Instead of picking up the pen and using it, you could leave it on the shelf or in a drawer where it could dry up unused. But if you do decide to use it, what would you do with it? How would you play the game? Would you plan and plan and plan before you ever wrote a single word? Would your plans be so extensive that you never even got to the writing part? Or would you take the pen in hand and plunge right in and just do it, struggling to keep up with the twists and torrents of words that take you where they take you? Would you write cautiously and carefully, as if the pen might run dry at the next moment? Or would you pretend or believe that the pen will write forever and proceed accordingly? And what would you write? Would you write of love, hate, fun, misery, life, death, nothing, everything? Would you write to please just yourself, or would you write to please others? Or would you write to please yourself by writing for others? Would your strokes be tremblingly timid or brilliantly bold? Fancy with a flourish or plain? Would you even write? Once you have the pen, no rule says how you have to write. Would you sketch, scribble, draw? Would you stay in the lines, or would you see no lines at all, as if they weren't even there? There's a lot to think about. Now, here's the question. Instead of a pen, suppose someone gave you a life. And so it is.
Today I want to do something special. There are two of our community members who got married yesterday. They gave me the gift of my last Rhode Island wedding. So therefore, it's a good, sweet farewell. But even beyond that, here, listen. The first choice they made before they got married was to take foundations class together. And then the second choice they made immediately, right, after getting married. So they got married yesterday and they came to church today. Is that a spiritual foundation? So you may not know who I'm speaking about. When I call the name, I want them to stand and I want them to come up front. Isabella Cristina Diaz de Santos and John Eugene Santos. Come on down. So we have a special song. Please remain standing. We have a special song, a love song that we are now going to sing for them. Love can build a bridge. All right. And this is their marriage ceremony. Copy of it that you can always have to look back on this day. Thank you, bless you. And there'll be cake. We'll have cake with them downstairs during fellowship. Blessings. Blessings, brother. The old man still likes love. Namaste. In the back of the Science of Mind text, around page 449, 450, 451, Ernest Holmes does a little writing on some statements that Jesus made. The whole back of many chapters in the back of the textbook metaphysical interpretations of many of the parables that are found in the Bible. And so he's speaking about one, and it has to do with having and not having. Jesus made a statement, for whoever has, to him more shall be given, and he will have an abundance. So that's having. But Jesus also added, but whosoever does not have, even that which he has shall be taken away from him. And yes, on the level, if your only perspective, if your only view of it is in a literal context, it sounds unfair, it sounds harsh, but we know there's a deeper meaning behind it. He's talking about consciousness, right? Around here we call it the consciousness of. If you have the consciousness of your desires, then the law gives it to you and multiplies it. If you don't have the consciousness of it, then it takes you in the opposite direction. So you see, it's like a two-edged sword, right? One edge of the sword, the consciousness, you have the consciousness, and you expand in the direction of the consciousness that you have. The other edge of the sword, you don't have the consciousness, and the law multiplies it for you. You experience it as less. You experience it as more lack. So whenever we read these parables or these stories, let us know that there's a deeper meaning. Now, I want to share with you a story about someone who had the consciousness. Give you an idea how strong you become when you are in the consciousness of. When you are in the consciousness of your desire, it is impossible. It is impossible for the desire not to be fulfilled. If you have desires and they are not being fulfilled, don't look outside in the relative dimensions to find out what's wrong. Look within, in the inner states of mind, the inner consciousness, to see what's wrong. What needs to be changed, what needs to be improved, what needs to be modified. Always look within first. So here's the story. It's called 57 Cents That Made History. A stubborn little girl stood near a small church from which she had been turned away because she was told that it was too crowded and she couldn't attend Sunday school. So the pastor happened to be coming by and saw her crying and asked her what was wrong, and she said, "I cannot go to Sunday school." So the pastor looked at her and quickly determined what the real problem was. So it says, seeing her shabby, unkempt appearance, the pastor guessed the reason. Taking her by the hand, he took her inside and found a place for her in the Sunday school. The child was so touched that she went to bed that night thinking of all the children who have no place to go to worship Jesus. It's a Christian story. But look at the difference. She wanted to go to Sunday school. She was not in the physical presentation, but she was in the consciousness of her desire, and she attracted the pastor to take her in. The impossible became possible. There's more. 2 years later, the child lay dead in one of the four tenement buildings, and the parents called for the kind-hearted pastor who had befriended her and asked the pastor to handle her final arrangement. As her body was being carried, a little crumpled, worn purse fell out from her pocket. And in that purse was 57 cents. And there was a note in childish writing. And the note said, "This is to help build the little church bigger so that more children can go to Sunday school." Is she in the consciousness of? You bet. You bet. She's in the consciousness of the desires. For 2 years, she had saved for this offering of love. When the pastor carefully read the note, he knew instantly what he needed to do. So carrying his note and the cracked and damaged red pocketbook to the pulpit, he told the story of the unselfish love and devotion of this little girl. And he challenged the deacons to get busy and raise enough money for a larger building. But there's more. So far, the only thing we know is that she was in a consciousness. The first action was hers. Small action, humanly concluded. From a human personal perspective, small action. From the universe, there's no small action and big action, there's only action. So, from a human perspective, 57 cents. All right. A newspaper learned about the story and published it. It was read by a realtor who offered them a parcel of land, right, many times bigger, where they could build a church. When the church told the realtor that they could not pay, they didn't have the money to pay for that parcel of land, the realtor sold the land for 57 cents to the church. Are you seeing that when you cultivate the consciousness of your desire, the universe goes to work in ways that you could never imagine? She's dead. She's not knowing all this is going on. But her consciousness is still in action. Are you ready to think that maybe your consciousness is not bound by the boundaries of life and death? Look around. India, Mahatma Gandhi, right? Martin Luther King. How many great men, Abraham Lincoln, right? In the United States, elsewhere, they're gone. But the things that they were the consciousness of carry great value in our society today. So the church sold them, the realtor sold the church the land for 57 cents. Church members made up the large subscription. Checks came from far and wide. Within 5 years, The 57 cents became $250,000, $250,000. Enough money to do what needed to be. The unselfish love had paid large dividends. Sometimes we need to figure out every step of the creative process. No. There are two actors in the creative process. There's you, the initiator. There's you, the initiator. But once you are faithful to what you've initiated, right? Then it comes says, after you fertilize it with faith, water it with expectancy, and remove the weeds. So you and while you are keeping it nurtured, the entirety of the universe you can be supported by people from outside of your known community. You can get help from anywhere on the planet. But that's not anywhere that exists. Some of you believe in a Sunday fast. Some of you believe in many other things. Yes, you believe in those things, help is available for you. But you are the captain of that ship with the consciousness that you nurture. Your consciousness determines whether the universe will do anything for you or not. You are the captain of the ship. Big ship. It's called the universe, right? Here we call it Concordia. Big ship. And so, dear ones, this is based on a true story. That's a pastor. And he became president, I think, of Temple University. Right? The next slide. That's a little girl. Next slide. So, dear one, Samuel Jackson might ask you, what's in your wallet? And Ernest Holmes might ask you, what is in your consciousness? And I'm asking you, do you have 57 cents? And so it is.
Opening, we are opening. Opening, we are opening. Opening up to the sweet surrender of the infinite beauty of the Spirit. Opening up to the sweet surrender of the infinite beauty of the Spirit. Opening, we are opening. Opening, we are opening. So let the sun shine, let the sun shine in, the sun shine in, let the sun shine, let the sun shine in, the sun shine in, let the sun shine, let the sun shine in, the sun shine in, let the sun shine, let the sun shine in, the sun shine in. Opening, we are opening. of the infinite beauty of the Spirit, opening up to the sweet surrender of the infinite beauty of the Spirit, opening, we are opening, opening, we are opening, we are opening, we are opening.
So please join me for affirmative prayer. So this treatment is for me to know that each and every one is living that consciousness of their desires. As I know that there is only one presence, one power, one source of all good, one divine nature, one all that is. And I know that I am one with that all that is. That divine nature is in me, and I dip into that divine nature. I know that I am an expression of it, and it lives in me, expressing its power. That I live in the consciousness of this knowing. And as I know that is my truth, I know it is the truth of each and every one here, each and every one listening. Each and every being is one with that powerful divine nature, the all that is. They are an expression of that love, that oneness, that wholeness that lifts us up. And so I know that each and every one living in that consciousness, knowing what they want, their desires are met and manifested. They have the power. And I know that each one stands and knows the truth of who they are. And I know that God elevates each one. Each one. I know that each one is grounded in peace. I know that each one is elevated by the love of God. And each one is surrounded by abundance. I know that in every aspect of life, there are perfect choices. There is perfect manifestation, perfect timing, perfect attraction of good. I know that each one stands in the love of family, friends, guiding and being guided. I know that each one is abundance, abundance in their career, their job, all of their desires come from within, and I know that each one knows that truth, and I know it for them, and I claim that for them, that each one is capable of manifesting a perfect life, a life that they dream of, a life that can come forward in form. And so as I know that this is the truth, I know it for each one here, that they are living a life of joy, a life of prosperity, a life of goodness and right action. And so, as I give thanks for this knowing, this claiming for each one here and each one listening, that there is only joy, only peace, only goodness. And so I release this word into law, where it goes and is completely done. Already, it is already here. You have it. It is already here. And I am thankful for this knowing. And together we say, and so it is.
Will our greeters please come forward?
How can I serve today, oh Lord? Speak in ways that I may understand. understand. Where you lead me, I will follow. When you lead me, I will go.
Please join me in our sacred given affirmation. Divine love as me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I circulate, and so it is.
How can I share today, sweet spirit? How can I share today, oh Lord? Speak in ways that I may understand. Where you lead me, I will follow. When you lead me, I will go. Who needs my love today, sweet spirit? Who needs my love today, oh Lord? Speak in ways that I may understand. Where you lead me, I will follow. When you lead me, I will go. Who needs my love today, sweet spirit? Who needs my love today, oh Lord? Speak in ways that I may understand. Where you lead me, I will follow. When you lead me, I will go. Where you lead me, I will follow. Where you lead me, I will go. And the next song is called Rise Up Singing. So we're going to rise up to sing it. Okay. And then about halfway through, it's a chant, so it'll just be very short and repetitive, about 5 or 6 rounds of that, and we can leave the aisles and form the circle for the peace song, which will follow. The past is gone, it can't hurt me not. Let's celebrate now all we've got. The past is gone, it can't hurt me not. Let's celebrate now all we've got. Our purpose here, our purpose here, our purpose here. Our purpose here is to rise up singing. The past is gone, it can't hurt me not. Let's celebrate now all we've got. The past is gone, it can't hurt me not. Let's celebrate now all we've got. Our purpose here, our purpose here. Our purpose here is to rise up singing. The past is gone, it can't hurt me not. Let's celebrate now all we've got. The past is gone, it can't hurt me not. Let's celebrate now all we've got. Our purpose here, our purpose here, our purpose here, our purpose here, our purpose here is to rise up singing. One more. The past is gone, it can't hurt me not. Let's celebrate now all we've got. The past is gone, it can't hurt me not. Let's celebrate now all we've got. Our purpose here, our purpose here, our purpose here is to rise up singing. Our purpose here, our purpose here, our purpose here is to rise up singing. It's to rise up singing. It's to rise up singing. It's to rise up singing. Yes, there is peace on earth, and yes, it begins with me. Yes, there is peace on earth, a peace that was meant to be. With God as a power, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Yes, peace begins with me. Yes, this is the moment now. With every step I take, yes, this is my joyous vow. To take each moment, live each moment in peace eternally. Oh, yes, there is peace on earth, and yes, it begins with me.
There is one mind. That mind is infinite. That mind is absolute. It's eternal. This mind is my mind, and this is the mind of each one here and each one everywhere. Therefore, I know and I affirm that each one is thinking with a clarity of infinite mind. Therefore, each one understands that their desires originate in this infinite mind, and it is seeking their mind for expression. So I affirm each one is now open and receptive and allows God to work through them, taking them all into good and greater good. I accept this. I say amen. Together we say, and so it is. Huh? Ken.
Oh, how are you, the brother? How are you?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Miss Betty.
Thank you. Beautiful service. How you doing? Yeah, I'm going to call you. Somebody wants to say.
All right. So stand here with me and let's chat up there. So all of our beloved friends online who joined us today, we are grateful. Thank you. Join us this week in our laboratory of life as we express a greater understanding that God works for us by working through us. We need to be the consciousness of our desires before they can be fulfilled. We need clarity. We need conviction. We need commitment. And hopefully this story shared today about 57 cents provides hope, provides incentive, provides you with a new robust thrust forward into your desires, knowing that you as an individual don't have to figure it out all. You only have to nurture your desires, preserve it, maintain the integrity of the desire, and a creative law will work throughout the entire universe and support you in ways that you cannot imagine. It is your right to thrive and prosper, but you and I must allow the infinite universe to support us by being in alignment with it. So let us go forward this week and let us experiment and let us be successful. Until we meet again, blessed be. Have a wonderful week, you and your loved ones.